pedestrian bridge. I'm trying to get my camera to point the right way for filming. Sorry for all the crap on my dash. We're in my work truck and I'm in Tucson, and I didn't prepare to do this, but what I wanted to do is just kind of show what Tucson looked like, because it's beautiful. I just left a place called Rosebud Bakery, which was wonderful, and Tucson is nice. It is warm, but it's nice. There's great little coffee shops. It's got a nice quaint, I don't know if eclectic is the right word, but there's a great vibe here. There's lots of detailed, beautiful little buildings and things. There's a little tunnel there that was off to the right. There's trolley tracks, and just all kinds of stuff. Wonderful things, you know. So, skyscrapers, but they have some nice tall apartments and office buildings and stuff, and they're all detailed. I've been into the lobby of a couple of them. They were all very nice. I was in a Thailand themed coffee shop 2 weekends ago, maybe 1 weekend or 2 weekends ago. It was a holiday weekend. I forgot which weekend it was, but let's turn and go here. It's kind of a cool building. I wish I could point the camera upwards. But people are very friendly here. They're very friendly. They're more natural and healthy and less vainglorious than Southern California. Well, a lot less vanity. Scottsdale is a lot like San Diego. The ego, the image, the look and presentation of everything is a lot more deliberately crafted. Out here, people are a lot less deliberately crafted, which I appreciate. It's nice, and even small little cheap homes and buildings are so nuanced. I mean, I saw like I don't even know what it was. I don't want to call it a junky little building, but it was something. Look at this building over here. I'm going to aim the car at it real quick. See that building? Isn't that cool? That's like a police station or something, or what is that? Yeah, it's a police department. That was a cool looking building right there. Had like cool antennas on the roof. There, I could steer the camera like that. I didn't realize I could do that. Let's go down this road here. Amazing clouds out here. Amazing sunsets and beautiful sunrises also. And the clouds are all really beautiful. The colors, you get a lot of great colored skies. Look at some of these little cottagey type home things and stuff. Kind of a yesteryear kind of a look. I'm gonna make sure I don't get whacked here. orchards just north of San Diego, and anyways, that it's kind of a cool street. Let's just down. I can't really see down. He said that you couldn't really have orchards out here in Tucson, that it gets too cold or something. Roundabout plant things. Let's go in here and see what's in here. Nice little architecture and little cottagey things. Out to the main street and we'll go see if we can find a little where that coffee shop was under that apartment building. I'm liking Tucson. Everything that I'm seeing here, I like. I don't know what it's like to live here all year round or anything. And it might be like a repressed economy or something. I don't know. I'm liking it so far. Seems kind of outdoorsy. Like there's probably a lot of hiking and healthy people around here. Trying to figure out how to get back to that. I want to get back to this is where I want to go. This takes me back to the freeway thing. I just did this lap earlier, and I didn't want to do this again. I got to go through to the second place where I can do a U-turn, because the first one won't let you do a U-turn. It's cleaner. There is homeless here. There's less homeless here than San Diego for sure. But the homeless here are a little more rugged and maybe a little more crazy. They're like they got to be stronger to survive a harder weather. Oh, there's like a big rattle of a rattlesnake over there. Some sort of sculpture or something. You can't really see it. So I feel like the homeless are a little crazier out here than San Diego. But there's definitely less of them. You notice that. San Diego's got a lot. There's kind of a cool little overpass bridge, pedestrian walkway thing. So I can do a U-turn here. I'll go back in and try to find, I'll go try to find that coffee shop I came to a couple weekends ago. I'm sure the trains can be loud like they are in San Diego, but I haven't really heard the loudness of them yet. The ones you always hear ding, 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 and all the trolleys and all the noise along with the trains in San Diego. Some people like it because they don't hear it very often, but when you live with it, it's just as annoying as the jets flying over Point Loma and Ocean Beach. Hearing all those jets is just kind of a nuisance. You know what? What's in here? Can I go this way? Do you want in there? Well, maybe that was the wrong way to go. But it was interesting. I'll do a U-turn up here. Ice forms on bridge first. So look, that means it does get cold here. So that means there's seasons here, which means you get to wear layered clothing and have a little bit more of a wardrobe. San Diego's kind of tough because, you know, fall time, you know, the most you get to really wear in San Diego is like a beanie or something, you know, and maybe you throw on a slightly heavier gauge sweatshirt or something. But it's not, you don't really, you really don't get good seasonality in San Diego. It's kind of just whatever it is. I don't know if you can see those antennas off there in the background, but that's a lot like, I just missed them. It's a lot like the weird ones you see in Hillcrest. They're like giant horns. They look like tubas or something, you know, they're giant old AT&T horns or cellular horns or something. But they work. There's nothing wrong with a horn antenna. And if you have a waveguide going to the horn, you can send any signal you want to it, any waveform, you know. You can do QAM or whatever you want to do. You can run almost anything up a waveguide. That I drove by earlier called Ugly But Honest. I don't know what it was. I'll try to cut this video at 15 minutes because I don't need to make a long video, but you know, this is part of the little Tucson area, and it's nice. It's definitely worth coming to visit. It's definitely worth a look and an experience, you know. Spend a week here, get the vibe. There's foothill area, which is really nice. The foothills are cool. Kind of reminds you more like Rancho Santa Fe or kind of inland of Del Mar a little bit or something. Some, you know, the good grocery stores. You got Sprouts and Whole Foods, and maybe I'm sure there's some local healthier grocery